Stripe Football Mondays. Red Stripe Football.
You have a red stripe, you know, and start the game.
Here's McGregor again. That's brilliant now.
Red stripe, watch out. Man, shall I be the forward boy?
Red stripe Premier League. Stand up for your stripe. 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 I'm out.
Pop down, we run the marathon boy. Them wish I never made it at the champion boy. Nah, man, I don't a song start.
Giants of the local game meet as Jamaica's Red Stripe Premier League, and in particular the phenomenon known as Red Stripe Football Mondays, finds its way to the compound. Harbour View and Portmore United share 10 Premier League titles between them. Of course, Portmore United at the end of last season had picked up their 6th. Harbour View's 4th came about a half decade ago. And now on the lights here at the compound, these two teams meet once again to do battle. The question is, what kind of story will be told this evening after both teams basically had transmission issues on the opening day of the Premier League last weekend? Portmore United with a loss at home in Spanish Town to the newcomers Mount Pleasant, while Harbour View had to settle for a 2-2 draw with UWI. Both teams seek to reset and restart it this evening.
Yeah, expecting a really keenly fought contest. The conditions are very good for football. Cool outside. The pitch soft enough for these studs to get a good grip in the surface, Donald. These are two excellent ball-playing teams. I'm really looking forward to this encounter.
To the Harbour View Mini Stadium for the playing of the Red Stripe Premier League's game between Harbour View and Portmore United. We stand for the national anthem.
We'll now pause for the playing of the national anthem. So the teams will meet each other now, and after these greetings we'll be moments away from kickoff. Of course the toss will be next, but again, pretty exciting teams, both Portmore United and Harbour View. Young lineups. We mentioned it in the pre-game show that the Harbour View midfield in particular, well, probably one of the best in the country, I would say.
But potentially so, because they haven't proven anything yet,
yeah.
And that's the key thing to mention. But they are brimming with promise, and if their potential is matched over the course of the campaign, then you can see that without fear of contradiction, as we see the two captains shaking hands. Interestingly for Harbour View, Donald, look at who wears the captain's armband. A Genie Talbot, a young man, gets the captain's armband in a team that has veterans of the quality of Christopher Harvey and Nicholas Beckett. They are trying to help him grow. They know his quality, and well, they say a child should lead them. A Genie Talbot is no child, but it's a young man taking on a tremendous task here on behalf of one of the top teams in this country.
Carl Tyrrell will be in charge of this fixture this evening as we take a look at the Harbour View starting lineup in detail now. And in goal will be Christian Clovis, in front of him Christopher Harvey, Nicholas Beckett, as Johnny Talbot, Oden Harding, Daria Stewart, Tyreek McGee, Sean Fraser, Peter Lee Vassell, Deshane Beckford and Johan Weathery.
then the formation, we'll see Sean Fraser at the point of the attack. Johan Weatherly and Shane Beckford will support him. Then across the midfield, Peter Lee Vassell, a minder in between him and Tyreek McGee. That's Nicholas Beckett and the flat floor. Stewart, Talbot, Harvey and Harding in front of Clovis, who was impressive in the TV matches we had Harbour View in last season.
And now Portmore United starting lineup. Kemar Foster in goal, in front of him Osani Ricketts, Damana Solomon, Romain Brackenridge, Shivani Willis, Benton Evans, Roberta Johnson, Rashane Sharp, Donaghy Fer, Ricardo Morris and Ron D. Smith.
Number 6, Shivani Willis. The question is there a more elegant midfielder in local football? I don't think so. Benton Evans, a tremendous player beside him. Donaghy Fer from Suriname, Ricardo Morris, the inspirational captain, Rashane Sharp, the man who played for Jamalco 2 seasons ago, and Ron D. Smith as the pinpoint of attack. Kimara Foster keeps Shavin Sean Paul on the bench in goal for Portmore.
So, Carl Terrell just making sure that everything is in place. And we are ready here at the compound. Harbour View looking to make an impact early on with Peter Lee Vassell. They're going straight towards goal. Sean Fraser, his shot blocked. McGee trying to stab it forward to Peter Lee Vassell. McGee with the effort. The keeper collects. Ambitious start.
Yeah, first shot after 16 seconds. Harbour View bearing their fangs early.
We'll talk about starting on the front foot. Portmore United, they had to do some defending in the early moments of this one. And McGee letting a shot off. Not a lot of power behind it though. Still trying to get his first goal at the Premier League level. As I said, he came on as a substitute on 6 occasions last season. So he did get his feet wet, so to speak.
I'll wager you his first goal comes from a free kick.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
It'd be silly to bet against that one, George. They're looking for the free kick, Harbour View. Portmore United realizing that they have to settle quickly.
Portmore United are now very strong in the flank defensive positions. Roberta Johnson and Osani Ricketts, 2 natural athletes in the fullback positions. There's a former Harbour View striker, Fabian Taylor, who's assisting from these sidelines. He's the main man tonight because the boss is sat in the stands having a watch of these proceedings.
Shivani Willis getting there. Portmore United trying to come forward along that right-hand side. Heading towards the byline. Did he run out of real estate? No, he got the cross in. And gets the corner.
Strong from Rashane Sharp. That's what we saw a lot of him. Shavar Thomas, the Portmore United coach in his Jamalco days, Rashane Sharp, knows where the goal is. Going to be a danger man for Portmore this evening.
Portmore United, they are sending players inside the box. I count 5 of them. This one is whipped in around the penalty spot. Keeper got a fist on that one. Ricardo Morris trying to win it for Portmore United. Ron D. Smith trying to turn. Didn't have a lot of space to work with. And Clovis collects.
You could call that a shot. Ricardo Morris barely got anything onto that. 1 shot apiece in the first 3 minutes, not bad.
Has been a quick start. Let's see how long both teams will go for. Dario Stewart. Stewart does well. Tyreek McGee, Peter Lee Vassell.
Just a little undercooked from McGee. Vassell wanted it a little bit more firm.
This really could be a battle of the midfield, in particular, as both teams have decided to flood that area, winning the 50-50s. Obviously going to be critical. You can see that Portmore United are already trying to press just to not have so much pressure on them, because Harbour View, they are attacking in numbers as well. Stewart again picks it up, playing it inside. Now Stewart has some work to do defensively now. Venton Evans lost it. McGee, nice touch. Vassal though loses in a dangerous area to Ricardo Morris of all people. Morris on his right foot. Well, you could better. You wouldn't have expected him to take the shot with his right foot. He was looking for the pass, and it just didn't work out for him there in the end.
Well, you see what I mean about Roberto Johnson being an athlete, because Johan Weatherly, that's manning their picture, is quick. And Johnson had his run covered, matched him stride for stride. That will be one of the key battles this evening. That man, Roberto Johnson, against Johan Weatherly, the man wears number 8 for Harbour View.
Morris couldn't quite get there. Vassal lost it. Here comes Portmore United. Boot went flying in there. Harbour View cleared. Well done. McGee gets a throw for his team.
Good battling from Johnson there. 2 battles he was engaged in with Weatherly. He lost that battle, but won the battle against McGee.
Well, that was a poor ball, but Willis recovered sufficiently.
I think already we can say that Harbour View wants to play at a higher tempo than Portmore does. The home team have really flown out of the traps.
Free kick to Portmore. Evans deciding to play it back to Brackenridge. Sani Rickett sends this long. That's a beautiful ball. Donaghy Furr needs a good cross at the back post. Finds Sharp. Sharp. That one was sent hard across, and it goes behind for a goal kick.
I tell you what, that was excellent defending from Harding, because Sharp got the half turn, thought he had room to swing the cross, but Harding was almost in his face. And look at this from Damona Solomon. That's tremendous. Tremendous crossfield pass from the centre half.
Well, he had to put that into touch in a hurry. Didn't want to concede the corner there. Johnny Talbot.
Yeah, the captain taking emergency measures.
Fraser, hounded by Solomon, got the better of it.
Stronger man winning that duel.
Evans. Ricketts gets a return ball from Morris, looking now for another option. Shivani Willis. Breckenridge. Not bad. That was. So was that. Portmore United, can they capitalize now? He runs into space. Roberto Johnson, now it's played inside. It's offside against Ron D. Smith, however.
What a pass. What a tremendous passage of play, Donald. The interchanging of passes. Roberto Johnson, everyone thought he was going to go touchline, dipped in, went infield, and Ron D. Smith from our angle is on. Although our angle is admittedly bad, Donald, but yeah, it looks as if the assistant referee may have flagged incorrectly.
You're being diplomatic, and that's not you.
No.
I think he was onside.
No, I tell you what, from my experience, Donald, and you did geometry at high school, we are not directly in line, so all we can say is it appears, because we aren't dead in line. If we were, then I could call definitively, my friend. In that case, you'd almost want to be over the assistant's shoulder to see the call. So you have to give him the benefit of the doubt because he is directly in line.
Huh. All right, I'll leave it at that then.
Trouble with you is that sometimes you don't like facts.
I like my eyesight.
I know you do.
Yeah. This with a long kick. Couldn't do a lot with that one, Darius Stewart. Again, a wonderful turn. Ron D. Smith playing it over to the right-hand side. Sharp should be able to keep that one in, and does. Sharp getting some assistance. Gets return ball, but couldn't quite keep it in. Inadvertently came off him.
Excellent defending again from Orderland Harding. Stuck to his task well. Sharp almost had the beating of him. The defender exerted enough pressure, forcing the turnover from the attacker.
Not a bad game so far, George. Both teams showing some ambition, especially in the attacking third.
It's a game of skillful players. The conditions are good. I keep stressing that. Sometimes it's hot and stuffy. The pitch is like concrete. Not tonight.
Willis.
Too big. The Portmore bench have been getting on Willis's back somewhat. There are some passes that they're seeing from the bench that he's not seeing quickly enough. But he'll settle. He's a quality young player. Miscalculation there by Fair.
Tyreek McGee. That's a lovely find. Heading towards the byline. Bedford looking for the penalty. Doesn't get it.
Oh.
Vassar does really well to win it back.
Yeah, that good turn of pace because Roshane Sharp was trying to run by him. Good speed, good strength from Vassal. I'd like to see that Deshane Beckford incident again. He went down almost as if he was fouled. The referee not bothered.
Well, based on our eyesight. Good read again. Darius Stewart. McGee always likes to make that additional space for himself. And now here's Harbour View looking ominous. More players were needed inside the box there. Ricardo Morris, such class, really such class. Rondi Smith now. Rondi Smith may get a second chance. Donaghy Fair now with it. Fair, it's getting behind.
Excellent work by the veteran Harvey. Fair probing for an opening to swing that cross in. And got his opening. And at the near post, the veteran, yeah, doing the business. This is the Deshane Beckford incident. There was contact, but too minimal for the referee to have any interest in Beckford's query.
Corner kick to Portmore United. Venton Evans to supply the cross. It's a good looking one, not clear properly. They just managed to get it out of their own penalty area. Harbour View.
I tell you what, Rondi Smith got in the way of the Mona Solomon. Did he end up kicking his own centre half? Well, one kicked the other, and Solomon is on the floor as if he's the unfortunate one. But had they not been in each other's way, Donald, there would have been a shot. This is the corner. And yeah, he was kicked by his own man, Rondi Smith.
Yeah.
But look, what if that's a shot? Ooh, that's a nasty blow on the ankle. Bang, that hurt.
Avoided the shin guard, did it?
Yeah. But that was untidy defending from Harbour View, though, because the ball rebounded off a yellow shirt, a man in a yellow shirt.
The breeze is probably with Portmore United slightly.
Yeah.
And the ball was in the air for some time. He's going to be all right, Damana Solomon.
He's like an ox. He's Iron Man. Tough.
Without the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's tough. He's quick. Reads the game well. He's a top defender. And Smith, the striker, swung a left boot into his partner's ankle.
Striker in no uncertain terms there. Stewart. McGee. Vassell. Beckford making the run, almost found him. McGee again. Talbot. Weatherly was looking for the throw, frustrated that he didn't get it.
There are certain truisms about football, Donald, and by that I mean self-proving statements. And one of them, the good players always look to have time on the ball, i.e. Tyreek McGee.
Here's another one. Peter Lee Vassell.
Oh, yes.
Weatherly picks it up. Weatherly is trying to force a pass there. It was always going to be difficult to get it by Willis. Oh, that was poor.
Yeah. Sharp taking his eye off the ball just for a second there.
Portmore United now can work this one. Donaghy Fair.
I tell you what, from that range, he was looking to get some cut on the ball to bend it towards goal. But he struck it too true. And so it went in the direction that his head was pointed.
One of three young players who hail from Suriname, Donaghy Fair. Weatherly. McGee. And Weatherly wasn't on the same page at all there.
Yeah, Beckett offers the hand of apology, realizing that he did a bad thing. The tempo has just dropped ever so slightly though, Donald, in the past few minutes. It was full-blooded early, but it has settled down into a nice pattern.
Referee Caldwell playing a restrained game, I think. Trying not to call the slight fouls. Wanting the game to flow as best as possible.
So far, Portmore's main attacking option is through Roberto Johnson from right back. And for Harbour View, even though it's still early in the game, I don't think McGee is getting possession in the areas of the pitch that would really hurt Portmore.
Whistle on the play, free kick to
yeah, and if you were to see a heat map, if you were to see it, that's Ricardo Gardner sitting within arm's reach of Donald Oliver at commentary. If you look at the heat map, Donald, you'll realize that much of the Portmore United attacks have come down this the left-hand side of their attack, the right-hand side of the Harbour View defense. That obviously is strategic. Serious imbalance between attacking down their left as opposed to the right Portmore, probing to exploit a weakness down this side for Harbour View.
Evans can deliver well. What will happen here? Not a bad delivery. Harvey was in the way. The keeper will collect, or will try to. Doesn't really hold on to it. Sharp forced away from goal. Vassell puts it into touch.
Wow. That was a brain freeze from goalkeeper Clovis. Chris Harvey won the first ball, which a central defender should do. The keeper had the routine thing of collecting, and he made a meal of it.
Players down for Portmore United, but Harbour View will continue. McGee lays it off to Vassell. Vassell with a ball to Weatherly, couldn't quite get there. It was closer to the defender than it was to Weatherly. And the Portmore United player will now get some attention.
Looks like Rashane Sharp.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's what happened to him. Battling Sean Fraser. And he... Oh. Yeah. This is Venton Evans' free kick. Harvey wins the first ball. And it's simple from here, folks. Really simple. And look at what he does, goalkeeper Clovis. Almost as if he was catching snowflakes. And it doesn't snow in Jamaica. There you go. Internationally, you see the goalkeeper spitting into their gloves, Donald. I think he may want to try that.
Well, after that, he probably wants to just keep it dry.
No, he needs some adhesive, which is why they do that. Yeah.
Sean Fraser will go off.
That was from the incident which saw Rashane Sharp go down. Both of men were engaged in a duel. Good turnout here tonight. And the reason, as they keep on saying for Harbour View, the crowd doesn't look bigger is because it's spread right around the ground. 360 degrees, unlike most venues, Donald, which the fans are packed in just one stand and it looks big. Harbour View, big tonight.
And they have the majority of the possession so far with 52%. McGee. He made that look easy. Vassell. Beckford. Sonny Ricketts was there.
Well, already I can tell you that as a fan of the game, I really hope this Harbour View team sticks together. It's likely as the season gets old that some of these players will be going off to try out for various clubs or maybe even sign for various clubs, so it may break up. But if this team is to gel and find the groove, Donald, you can see exciting things happening for the men in yellow and blue.
Yeah, would have to agree with you there, George. Just a shot of Marcelino Blackburn, who a few years back was probably the top young footballer, having come out of Charlie Smith with a record number of goals.
There's only one thing wrong with that statement. It wasn't a few years ago. It was a long time.
Venton Evans, Ricardo Morris, running away from traffic. Rickett continuing his run. Sharp collects, dinks it over to the left-hand side, but first touch wasn't the best.
This battle continues between Weatherly and Johnson. Johnson winning yet again. The Portmore man leading that particular duel so far.
Shivani Willis. Rasheen Sharp. Harding. No nonsense there. Oh, the turn and the shot. What a strike! Out of nowhere! Randy Smith! We have seen some spectacular goals here at the compound, but take a bow!
Well, time stood still. So did the Harbour View goalkeeper. This is the throw from Osani Ricketts. One bounce, chest control, and bang! Opportunism at its best. Randy Smith. Clovey only goes to fetch because he couldn't save.
And that's how you start a season. That's his first. In the 27th minute of this encounter, away to the Stars of the East. He has been the star of the night so far with that strike, Randy Smith.
If it stays 1-0, the Harbour View team talk is going to be very difficult. How do you concede a goal from that position, from a throw-in, is going to be the question. It's going to be a serious inquest among the defenders. A simple throw-in, one chest control, turn, and volley. That's too soft for this level for Harbour View.
Vassell trying to play it upfield. Fraser trying to go between a couple of defenders and was fouled. Free kick to Harbour View in a dangerous position. Pick one, Vassell or McGee.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay though. I'm not sure it was a foul, you know. I think Brackenridge may have gotten the ball, but Tyrrell, the action is under his nose and he calls. This is the ball, the first touch to control. The ball is spinning. Yeah, that's a foul. Yeah, good call by the referee. Took him at the knees, Brackenridge did. I'd go McGee from this range. Not Beckett, not Peter Lee Vassell. Tyreek McGee for me. But it doesn't look like it's going to be him though.
Yeah, Beckett was the one. Yeah, McGee walks away. It may very well be Nicholas Beckett. It is Beckett, finds the wall. Just ran into traffic there with Darius Stewart. And now Portmore United on the attack. Where's the keeper going? He's in no man's land. Rasheen Sharp is there. Sharp heads to the bylines, pulls it across. Harvey doesn't clear well. Harbour View's defense at 6s and 7s at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a rocky last 4 or 5 minutes for the Harbour View team. Harvey I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying that ball kicked up off the turf and evaded him. The goalkeeper coming off his line. And then Sharp turns Harding, puts the cross in, and he took a bad bounce. So pardon Christopher Harvey Donald.
In the meantime, yellow card shown to Roberto Johnson for a tackle on Tyreek McGee.
The coach Shavar Thomas telling him to calm down and to concentrate. He acknowledges. And McGee goes down. Ooh, that's a bad tackle. That's a bad tackle. And McGee has gone down, rolling down the socks to inspect the damage. Naughty boy, Roberto Johnson. And poor old Tyreek McGee gets treatment. So this is what happened from the goal. I'm nonplussed as to how Harbour View could concede like this from the throw. Then at the next break in play, we'll show you the goal.
McGee's back on, by the way. Stewart gives it up. Donaghy loses it. McGee. Vassell. Couldn't find Fraser. Here's Portmore. Morris. Sharp. Trying to use his speed.
Excellent tackle. Harding has had a good game quietly because Sharp has given him a lot to think about tonight so far. Has stood up well, the young man.
Long throw. Headed away by Harvey. Morris using his strength well, pulls it across. And Clovis mopping up. Harbour View defender remains down. He's going to need some treatment, Ajani Talbot.
Ricardo Morris getting the bounce of the ball there. Here he comes barreling through. Beckett's challenge was non-existent. And the Rabona cross almost in the direction of Randy Smith, who applauds the effort. Look at this for invention from the Portmore United captain. Very left-footed. Knew he couldn't make the pass with the right foot and went for the Rabona, and it almost gave him an assist.
Seems to have been a lower back injury.
Yeah, one of those you wouldn't know about. You didn't play football, did you? Falling almost on your tailbone.
That's a long story, George.
So here's the goal. That's the goal scorer, Randy Smith. It's a simple throw. One bounce onto his chest. He turns. Harvey gives him acres of space. And look at that. You couldn't make it up. That's brilliant from the attacker.
Yeah, it was.
That's criminally soft from a defensive perspective. You wouldn't give up a goal like that in training. When I say you, I don't mean you,
right?
Because you would. But yeah, I'm just saying.
It's almost as if Harvey didn't expect him to do that. I'm not sure if anyone did, actually. He just did not close him down.
And I'm going to go back to that and say the first rule of defending, you have to pay close attention to the attacker. And the veteran player, quality player, just went to sleep. I tell you what, I'm not sure if Clovis was alert to that, if he could have done much about it. It was so well struck.
Well, that was top corner. That was supposed to stamp. Here they come again. Fur. Not a bad cross, but well handled there by Harding.
Tremendous pace by Venton Evans just now. Wow.
Morris. Now the shot take on! Rodney Smith again! Well, he can do no wrong with the spectacular tonight here at the compound. The champions racing away. They lead by 2-0.
Isn't this beautiful? One with the left foot earlier, this one with the right. Takes a touch to set himself, and look at that. Curls it up and over. Morris wanted the call for a foul. Referee let the play run, and what a good thing he did. The ball running for Randy Smith, just took a touch to get it out of his feet so he could get the back lift. And really bent it through Clovis. Not a chance in goal.
Harbour View was the best defensive unit last season, conceding just 22 goals in 33 games. They've conceded 2 tonight in 35 minutes.
So all Smith needs now down for the perfect hat trick is a header. Left foot, right foot. There you go.
They need a goal.
2 tremendous finishes. Wow.
Harbour View could really use the goal now before the halftime interval. McGee delivers, and does he? But the miss by Fraser, almost incredible.
What a miss by the veteran. You couldn't have asked for a better delivery. The youngster McGee put it on a plate, asking Sean Fraser to just nod it on target, and he got his header all wrong. Here he is teaming, and that ball hit him somewhere on the shoulder. Gets away from Solomon. Oh, it hit him on the top of the head. Oh, Sean. Ought to have done better with that.
Well. Here's the corner kick at the near post. It's put behind once more.
What a chance for one back.
Peter Lee Vassell with the delivery at the back post. Now the corner kick to Harbour View.
Good by Osana Ricketts because Beckett was there, and he is a good header of the ball.
Back to back corners for the Stars of the East. McGee swings this one inside, headed away. Shot charged down. So to that one. Beckett trying to turn, unable to go anywhere right now. Provides the ball out wide to McGee. First touch inside wasn't good.
Yeah, it's because it was the right foot. Beckford wanted it played to his feet. McGee's right foot, we all know, not as good as the left. That man has problems, Fabian Taylor does, the assistant coach for Harbour View. Gave away the first goal, they'll say. The second, just tremendous from Randy Smith.
Fraser. Good work by Brackenridge.
Yeah, no nonsense. Clear it and allow the defense to reset.
McGee. Ooh, yeah, that's a high boot. I'm not sure why he's complaining.
Not sure, Ricketts, yeah. That was dangerous play.
It's almost if he's saying, well, he didn't bleed.
He may be saying that whether he's so short, if it was an average, normal-sized player, that wouldn't have been dangerous at all. Well, here's McGee again, though. From the same range, same area from which he gave that chance to Sean Fraser.
The delivery at the near post on this occasion, and Fraser is still there or thereabouts. They're appealing for a handball, I believe, inside the area.
No, he's appealing for a foul, Donald. He's saying he was held, and I'm not sure I disagree with him.
Well, here's Vassell. It's a throw into Harbour View.
Fraser was livid with the assistant on the far side, saying that was being grabbed by the defender and you didn't call it.
Vassell with the cross inside. He's looking for Weatherly. It was headed out. Cleared out.
It's been an outstanding performance so far from Randy Smith. Has been all about pace and power. And those two shots on target, left foot, right foot, two things of beauty.
Willis. Vassell. Did spot the run of Fraser, but Kamara Foster also saw it. Johnson. Here he's on the ball. Morris was offside.
Yeah. Knew he was as well. The captain has gotten through a lot of work so far in this first half. This is the ball. And again, Donald, from that angle, it's going to look to you as if he's on.
I actually agree that he was offside.
There you go. One of these days, I'm going to give you a lesson in refraction and reflection of light. And why you can't see in a circle, okay? Remind me.
I will. How does Harbour View bounce back?
Score 2 goals in the second half and keep a clean sheet. Is the simple answer. Much more difficult than that, my friend.
Beckett goes long. Oh, it's set up Vassell.
Poor from Venton Evans. He's apologizing all around. That was an awful touch, almost a perfect assist for Peter Lee Vassell. He's gone over to take this corner.
At the back post again, and Weatherly was trying to stretch for it.
Portmore have been impressive in this half. They've protected their flanks very well. Darius Stewart hasn't been able to get down this right-hand side of the, well, the left-hand side of the Portmore defense. Roberto Johnson is policing that section, keeping both Stewart and Weatherly at arm's length. And then on the other side, Osana Ricketts is doing a very good job on Deshane Beckford. The midfield is crowded. Portmore United, really good performance so far in this first half.
Got a baby Gardner, of course, banned from the sidelines, but he's making his way as close as possible as he can to his players. Just a fence in his way now. Oh, Clovis. Not his day at all. Beckett, competent, getting that under control.
Oh dear.
Talbot, really putting his keeper under pressure. He does well this time. McGee, silky smooth. Stewart. Not sure what he was trying there, Stewart.
The crowd is sympathetic to Darius Stewart because he's made some bad plays, but he's a young man and it's clear they want to take care of him, Donald. So they're not being overly critical when he turns over the ball. That's good.
Yeah, it is good. It's good when supporters are supportive.
Absolutely so.
Morris, too much on it.
Yeah, well, no fair was on his heels. It was a perfect pass given for him to burst forward. That's the intention of the pass from Ricardo Morris. Ferrer wearing his bed slippers, it seems.
Here he's on another run, Darius Stewart. Cuts inside. Lovely ball to Weatherly. Weatherly was waiting on that one to reach him.
Tell you what, Roberto Johnson has bossed this duel from the first minute. That's him. A yellow card to his name, but he has been tremendous. Johan Weatherly hasn't gotten any change out of him. And he'll be happy with the contribution of his number 16.
Well, Portmore United, they have won 3 of the last 5 games played here at Harbour View. So it's not a place that they fear, the compound. And they do lead by 2-0 here. And they look comfortable. McGee, seconds remaining in this first half, finds Vassell. Vassell. McGee looking for that additional space again. McGee on his left foot. Was he tripped? He was. Free kick.
Excellent call by the referee. McGee found himself in a pocket, didn't have a pass. Held on to it, confident that he could create some space. And the captain, it was Ricardo Morris, who tackled him a few yards outside the 18-yard box.
Is Beckett going to pull his rank once more?
You're 2-0 down. Your senior players are going to want to take charge of these situations because they recognize the urgency.
Well, he found the wall the last time, and it's a 5-man wall being set up now. And it is going to be Beckett again. He evades the wall and the crossbar by some distance. To
the frustration of Tariq McGee, the young man has to understand that, yeah, seniority counts.
That's the end of the first half. And it's against Harbour View script, I can assure you. The defending champions in town, leading the Stars of the East by 2-0. And it was a couple of superb strikes by their number 20, Ron D. Smith.